What's up, what's good? Ogini, you guys, it's me, Hilya Iikuyu, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. As you can tell by the title of today's video, whatever the title is, because I don't know what I'm going to title the video, but it's going to be centered around how to work with brands and how to make money on social media. So you guys know I currently have an ongoing series on my channel called YouTube Namibia, where I equip you guys with all the tools you need to make that money on these social media. But before we get into this video, I'm going to need you guys to give it a massive thumbs up, because you know the content is going to be good, and I'm going to need you to subscribe to my channel, because why are you watching my content if you aren't subscribed to my channel? It's free, it don't cost you a thing, and you know you're going to be back here next week watching my content again, so you might as well just subscribe to my channel. So if you watched the two previous videos in this YouTube Namibia series, the first one was on how to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then the second video was how to create a media kit and a rate card, which I saw that a lot of people really don't know what those things are or how to make one. So I did that for you in that video. I will leave them here or here in the cards somewhere, so that you can go and catch up on those videos before you watch this video. So now that you finally have a media kit and a rate card, and you have a reasonable amount of following on, be it YouTube, which I would recommend 1,000 subscribers or so. Not that I'm saying that having 1,000 subscribers or less should stop you from, you know, going after what you want, but I'm just saying that brands generally like to work with people that have over 1,000 subscribers, because it feels like you're grown, like it feels like your channel can influence other people. But that's also a chat for another day, because numbers don't necessarily mean influence, but yeah, it is what it is. So now that you have a good following on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, whatever social media page you're on, you're going to do the following things. So I'm going to break it down into YouTube money, Instagram money, and Twitter money. And what I'm going to specifically start off with is Twitter. Twitter is a world where you can make so much money from doing promotions. So this would include working for festivals. In Namibia, for instance, there's Kasi Vibe, there's Dolphin Park Aqua Festival, there's Spring Fiesta, there's Pop-Up Festival. There's so many different festivals that want promoters and brand ambassadors, most especially if you're on Twitter and you sort of have a high following and a high engagement rate, where you can engage with people and they can ask you all sorts of different questions on how to, you know, be part of the event or how the event's gonna be like. So they like that kind of thing on Twitter. And how you go about working with different brands and different festivals is that when you see a festival coming up and you know of people that have worked for that particular festival before, you can DM them and ask, hey girl or hi guy, listen, I know that you work for, I'm just going to talk about Dolphin Park Aqua Festival because that's my baby. So I know you work for DP Aqua Fest. Can you please give my contact details to the people that are in charge of promoting, or the people that are in charge of looking for promo girls or promo guys? And then whoever you ask, it's either they're nice and they want to share, or they're not nice and they don't want to share. But highly likely they will most probably share your contact or pass on the detail, you know, like, oh, there's this girl, she has XY number of following and she wants to be part of the event, is there any job available for her? So that is how you get to work for a brand. And if that doesn't work, then you can also not physically, you can also take the step to DM the actual like pages. So for instance, DM DP Aquafest and say, hi, I'm a bartender and I'd like to work at your bartending event or whatever, or I do promo work and I've done X, Y, and Z before, so I'd like to work for DP Aquafest if there are any opportunities available. So that is how you go about doing it on Twitter and also on Instagram, because most festivals usually have an Instagram page, a Facebook page, and a Twitter page. So you need to DM, right? Then we go to Instagram, which is how to make Instagram money. There's so many different ways to make money on Instagram. You can review products on Instagram. You can promote different brands on Instagram via your page, like your actual page, like a post, or via your story. And then you can also like, yeah, you can also be a brand ambassador for certain brands on Instagram. Honestly, working on Instagram, I feel, is the most common thing, especially in Namibia where YouTube isn't that big of a thing. So if you are going to start a YouTube channel, or you do have a YouTube channel, then I would also recommend that you work on your Instagram as well, because those two go hand in hand in Namibia. You might find a brand that wants to work with you, but they require that you post on Instagram to further promote their products, and it's kind of a bit awkward if you don't have the Instagram to post on, you know what I mean? Or you have the Instagram but the numbers on the Instagram are a bit shaky, then brands aren't gonna want to work with you. But yeah, so how you go about working with brands on Instagram and YouTube is that there's one of two things can happen, right? You can sit around and wait for a brand to approach you, like to see you and say, okay, Hilya, I have a product, or I have X, Y, and Z that I would like you to advertise on your channel. How much do you charge? Or you can reach out to that brand and say, hi, my name is Hilya, and I have a YouTube channel where I do X, Y, and Z, and I would love to work with you, which is where your media kit and your rate card sort of coming. So for instance, if we take Crowned Glory Hair Namibia, which is a hair company in Namibia that I work with, I love their hair so much. This piece is actually from them. You can go on my Instagram and find out all the details on this hair piece, or you can watch my Crowned Glory Hair Namibia video. I will put it here in the cards, wherever. But yeah, so one of two things can happen. You can either DM, so you send them a DM and say, hi, my name is Hilya and I'm a social media influencer / YouTuber, and I'd really love to work with your hair company. I do have a social media kit and rate card that I can email to you, so can you please give me your email address of the person that's in charge of the marketing or social media department, so I can liaise with that person via email, because I think it will be easier. So you can do that on Instagram. You can send a DM on Instagram, and then you can also send an email on whatever email address they usually have on their pages. Most businesses have an email address. You can send an email there, you type it out nicely, you say exactly who you are, what you want from them, and this is what you offer, and you attach your social media kit and your rate card. Now for me specifically, when I go after a brand, I first like introducing myself, give a nice mellow, you know, subtle introduction that this is what I do, these are my numbers, attached is my media kit. So I first send my media kit before I send my rate card, because I want the brand to want to work with me. I don't want them to be influenced by the price of what I charge. So initially I will send my media kit only, and then once they're like, okay, cool, we really like what we see in this media kit, or we like your numbers, we're satisfied with them, how much do you charge? And that is when I send in my rate card. And for me, it is not negotiable. It's either you pay what's on the rate card or you don't pay, and we don't work together. And as I mentioned in my previous video, I do have payment terms where it says even before I start working on an idea or on delivering a video, I need 50% of whatever it is I am charging paid into my account before I even like pick up a pen and I start writing down. Okay, and then the other 50% is paid when I deliver the video. So that is one of two ways that you can use your social media kit and your rate card to get a job on Instagram. So this can be for hair companies, clothing companies, makeup brands in South Africa. You can take a chance and you can DM Revlon, you can DM MAC, or if you're into clothing, then you can DM The Fix, Mr. Price, Zafu, whatever. You can DM anyone that you want to work with or send them an email, and you can liaise over email. And then the other thing is that when brands reach out to you, so for instance like Crown Glory Namibia coming to me and saying, hey girl, we really like the way your YouTube channel is, or we like the way your Instagram is laid out, would like to work with you on this project called X, Y, and Z. Would you be keen? And that is when you're like, okay, yeah, I would be keen. These are my numbers. This is my social media kit included, and this is how much I charge for specific products and services. So you can make a choice and decide whether you still want to work with me or not. But one thing I will say is that don't just work with any brand. Honestly, it doesn't make sense for you to be in the hair and beauty industry and now all of a sudden you're endorsing some PlayStation game. Like, we never see you play PlayStation, so why would you think you would influence people to play PlayStation? Like, we don't watch you because you play PlayStation. So it doesn't make sense that you wanna work with a company that, you know, for instance sells PlayStations. That's just one of the things. And then another way to sort of make money on YouTube is also when going for bigger brands. For instance, you need to be really strategic. An email alone is not gonna cut it. You saying, my name is Hilya and I want to work with you and this is my media kit, please let me know, like, that is not gonna cut it for you in the industry. You actually need to sit down and write a business proposal. Like, they what are they called? They're not called samples. Gosh, what are they called? What is the word that I'm looking for? You know, on Word where they have the, like, you know, where you, if you want to make a CV, then they already have the outline for you and you can just edit it and sort of, you know, put in your own details. They have that thing, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, I forgot, but you know what I'm talking about. So they have one of those, a business proposal sort of outline that gives you a guideline on how to write a business proposal. So for instance, if you want to work with a hair company, for instance, like My Natural Hair, you would write out your business proposal, say, I have this plan or I have this project and this is what the project is going to be about. This is how you're going to benefit from the project. This is how I'm going to benefit from the project. This is what I'm aiming to do, X, Y, and Z. These are the advantages of the project. These are the disadvantages of the project. This is how long the project is going to run for. I'm going to do a video on this date, on this specific date, and on another date. And it's going to be a campaign running throughout the entire year, or running for 3 months, or running just that kind of thing. So you need to make it very clear what you want from the brand in the brand proposal. And it needs to look solid, like proper legit, like you're in the business world, like this is business, this is money. So you need to have your shit together. But I don't think I'll go into full details on how to write a business proposal. I feel like you can Google how to write a business proposal and do that on your own. You're grown. If you're on YouTube, you're grown. You know enough to write a business proposal. So yeah, you can do that and then send an email and say, listen, here's my business proposal. Attaches also my social media kit and my rate card. This is what I want. So yeah, get back to me. And yeah, that is essentially how you make money on the social media. Other platforms that I would also encourage you to get on if you want to be an influencer is an app called Humane. I actually have it on my phone. This app here, where is it? It's not focusing. That app here, this one here called Humane. Yes, so this app is so nice because usually it acts like a middleman between big brands and small influencers. So when different brands have different campaigns, then they usually post it on there that they're looking for XYZ influencers, and they list out all the requirements that they need. So they'll say you need to have at least 1,000 Instagram followers, or you need to have at least 2,000 Instagram followers. For instance, like campaigns like Zara, like the Zara campaign that I'm sure you saw was going on social media, was posted on here. Paul Tusi's hair search was posted on here. This is where you can get free makeup products for free. Sometimes you also get paid, so it literally tells you that, for instance, Revlon is having a launch and they're looking for influencers that have over 2,000 subscribers. What is required from you is X, Y, and Z. You know, you need to post a video on the product, you need to use the lipstick or the makeup in Instagram or on YouTube or whatever, and then you literally just you create an account on Humans, and you select, you place a bid for the campaign, and if you're chosen, great. Some campaigns pay money, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 Namibian dollars, some not. So it is open to South African and Namibian citizens in other countries as well. And then yeah, so that is also another way of making money. Another way of also making money is getting on platforms such as a Beauty Bulletin. Let me just get the name straight. So Beauty Bulletin and Ruby Box, those are also platforms that you can get on. So Beauty Bulletin and Ruby Box, I think, yeah, Ruby Box are sort of like online review communities where you join on the website, you create an account, and you sort of like review products online, and you interact with other people. And once they see that you're very active and you're into the whole website thing and into the whole reviewing thing, you are then chosen as one of the people that gets products for free. So Beauty Bulletin is also one of those things that acts as a middleman for big companies such as your MAC, your Revlon, your Dove, your Shield. So they usually send products to Beauty Bulletin, and then Beauty Bulletin will choose people on their site to send products to them so that they can review. So that is a way of getting free products when you're starting off as an influencer and these big companies don't want to work with you yet. This is also another way of really getting that product for free, because obviously the coins aren't there. If they are, good for you, but if they're not, then these are great platforms to be on. One thing I'd also advise is, for instance, if you want to work with hair companies or makeup companies, I would suggest that, because you're I'm speaking towards the small influencers such as myself and other people, because we are so small, it's really hard for brands to notice us. So sometimes you need to take the initiative and do things for yourself. So for instance, if I'm into doing natural hair, I will go out and I'll buy a full range of natural hair products. Take my natural hair for instance, I'll buy a range of their products and I'll do a review on my channel. Now once I've done that review, I will DM the link to that review to My Natural on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever they are, and I will say, hey My Natural, I did a review on your products. I would really be grateful if you could check it out, and possibly if we could work together in future for any other campaigns that you guys might have. That is a way of getting a brand to notice you, where they see that you've worked with their products before and you actually know what you're doing. They know you and they will know that you are there, and for their next products, for their next campaign where they're choosing people to send products to, trust that you will be on that list to receive good products. And I also just want to make it clear that you can't, like, your channel, I'm speaking about YouTube now, your channel needs to be professional. Like, it's not child's play. So if you're going for, as much as I'm saying be ambitious and like take initiative for yourself, right? If you're gonna DM Mac and say, listen here Mac, I want to work with you on a project X, Y, and Z, you need to make sure that your quality is great. If you're going to be reviewing lipsticks, they want that great quality. They want to be sure that your subscribers are going to see the color of that lipstick popping. If you're doing hair videos, they want to know that you're able to position yourself in such angles that your followers and subscribers can see what you're doing. So you need to work on your content and you need to grow yourself content wise and base follower wise before you can start going out and reaching out to brands that you possibly want to work with. But once you've mastered that, then it's so easy to make money on social media. I have honestly made a reasonable amount of money on social media, and I can only see it going up and getting better from here. We've come to the end of the video. If you liked it, please give it a massive thumbs up and comment down below if this video was helpful for you or if you learned a thing or two from me. The next video in this series, which will be the last of this YouTube Namibia series, will be a Q&A where I answer your questions. So please, if you have any questions that you want me to answer on the topic of how to make money on social media, then please leave it down in the comment section. Ask away, ask what you want to know, and I'll be sure to address those questions in the next video. If you're too shy to comment down on the YouTube, then you can always personally send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is Hilya Iikuyu. On Twitter, I am Hilya Iikuyu. On YouTube, I'm Hilya Iikuyu. So it's at Hilya Iikuyu on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube, because I'm a boss like that. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, because we don't like those people that come here and they watch my videos and they don't subscribe. Like, what are you doing that you're not subscribing to the channel? Onto shenga repo video but you unsubscribing. So please do subscribe to my channel, give this video a massive thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.